Let me take a moment to tell you about a new interactive element of our conference tomorrow. It's called Social Media Bingo. In your gift bags, you have a sneak peek of the 25 bingo squares that you can fill in to have a chance to win an iPad mini. To give you a head start, one of the squares reads, find an AAJALA past president, take a photo with him or her, and tweet his or her handle. Here's a hint. You've already met 3 of them presenting this evening. The next award is a 4th person who can fill that square. Ann Doe is here to present the V3 Voice Award. Ann recently returned as co-president of AAJA Los Angeles. Similar to Henry, it's her return tour of duty. In 2003, she was chapter president of the year. Ann is a staff writer at the Los Angeles Times, where she covers multicultural communities and their issues. She's a star of ethnic media as well. Her family founded the Vietnamese People Daily News, the largest Vietnamese language publication in the nation. Ann was also my classmate at USC. We worked on the Daily Trojan together. Ladies and gentlemen, Ann Doe.
Woo! Yay, Ann!
Frank just told me you're not booing us, you're booing USC, but let's be nice tonight. You sort of hear a recurring food theme, and it's true, Asians love to eat and we love to feed people. Our next awardee goes along that line, and in each of our lives, we know a person who is always online, someone who's a pioneer in his field, who tweets ahead of the game, yet shares time to teach those along the way. Our honoree is an innovator, chronicler of quirky culture, and lover of all things that you can cook. His day job is as manager of student media at the University of Colorado School of Journalism and Mass Communications. But his voice can be heard across all platforms, from Facebook and Twitter to Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Google+. His 25 years of journalism experience allows him to speak with insight, humor, and authority, especially when it comes to the Japanese and Japanese American communities. But that's not the only reason he's taking the V3 Voice Award tonight. His blog, Nikkei View, his rare ability to reach across Asian populations, connecting people of different languages, those struggling and thriving among different cultures, pushes him into an arena of must watch, must read. He never takes a break from technology. I know a lot of you in the crowd can identify with that. Well, just for a moment, please put down your gadgets, Gil Asakawa, and join us as we celebrate your deep digital expertise, your infectious foodie images, and your energy. We love your work, and congratulations.
Woo! Woo! Hey, Gil! Woo!
The award on.
Where's the... There it is. Woo!
One more.
Woo!
Thank you. I've never been introduced like that before. And it's 8:30, so Denise, we have I can talk for half an hour, right? I will say first that it's much cooler being here as an attendee than an organizer. It's a lot less stressful and a lot less work, but it's also very nice to get recognition like this. I really appreciate it. And the voice thing is really important to me because I started writing about initially the Japanese American and Japanese community in Denver in 1998 because the couple who ran the local Japanese community paper, which sadly has gone the way of a lot of newspapers over the last couple of decades, they asked me to write a column about the local community from my perspective. Now, the great Bill Hosokawa also ran a column in the same weekly paper. So Bill Hosokawa, who's, for those who may not know, was one of the first really prominent Asian American editors in the country. He was hired by the Denver Post right after World War II, even though he'd been interned in Wyoming, and he had a long career in Denver. But he wrote for the Pacific Citizen, the newspaper for the JACL, for decades, and started writing for this little Denver paper called the Jiho. And so Bill and I wrote together, and when the internet thing really evolved, I started posting these columns online. And in 1996, I turned it into a blog. The reason that I kept writing it is that we don't have a voice, right? Our community as a whole doesn't have visibility. Even though we have the vision, we don't have the voice and representation in the mainstream media. So it made sense to me at that time, actually, to expand and not just write about the Japanese or Japanese American community, but APA and APIA, AAPI communities in general. And really, at the time, there were only a few people doing it. What I love about today is that there's a whole community of people writing about our community, about Asian American issues. You know, we're early adopters of technology, and we all have strong voices. And I think it's actually a really important time now for many of us, if we can, to keep writing about the broader Asian American community, but also let's pay a little bit more attention to our ethnic communities as well. So I like to think that my Nikkei View blog is a little bit different from, you know, Angry Asian Man or, you know, all these others, because I spent a lot of time covering the local Japanese community and the Japanese American community. And because these are stories that won't get told in the mainstream media. So I think it's great that we all have this voice. I urge all of you out there to find ways to express yourself, even if it's just social media and tweeting. It's so important that we are out there and we represent. And the fact that last year we could make, you know, V3Con trend on Twitter, that is awesome. And I expect that we'll do that again tomorrow. So thank you again for having me here. It's pretty cool. And I really, really super appreciate it. Thank you.